Hey guys, it's Chrissy here, and today we're talking about dealing with negative people. Now, I know that you're thinking, what, negative people? Yes, because we all know that we all have those people in our lives. And sometimes it's just strangers that just want to dump on you. Sometimes it's people closer in your world, and that sometimes can be harder to deal with. So I'm going to give you a couple tips today on dealing with negative people. So the first thing is rise above. Because a lot of times, guys, actually most of the time, people's stuff, their anger, their negativity, their whatever behavior is really all their stuff. It's not our stuff. Lord knows we all have our own stuff to deal with. We don't need to take on other people's stuff as well. The other part of that is a lot of times people, their outer actions are a reflection of what's going on inside. So if they're super negative, they're super critical, they're super angry, that is their inner dialogue, which can help us to stop and have compassion and empathy for them. It doesn't mean that we endorse their behavior though at all, but we can go, wow, if that's how they are like this, what's going on in here and in here with them? So number 2 is going to be set a boundary. We do not allow people to just throw up all over us. We do not let people go on and on and on. If we do, that's our problem. We can't complain about that. So how can you stop someone from going on and on and on in a negative pattern? Number 1, you can say, hey, I'm not really in a place to hear all that negativity right now. I have my own stuff. Or number 2, hey, sounds like you're really hurting, and have you thought of da 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 da? Some of you are thinking, I could never do that. Yes, you can. Go listen to my episode on conflict and confrontation, because it's going to empower you to be able to do that. Now, that's where number 3 comes in. If this is someone that you spend time with, someone in your world, not just a stranger, I think you need to have a talk with them, and it needs to be in love, not in a judgmental way, not an I'm better than you way. It is always the truth in love. And so coming at them with, hey, I'm concerned about you. I care about you. I've noticed these patterns and I want to know, how can I help? How can I be there for you? And have you thought of these things, whether that's a book or therapy or counseling or a conference or a practice or going to work out or whatever options you feel would be a good fit for them. Let's make sure that we're part of the solution and not part of the problem. Though we do need to have, going back to boundaries, we need to distance ourselves at times. If someone isn't ready or willing to make those changes, then we need to distance ourselves. And sometimes we need to communicate that in love, like, hey, I know you're really going through this. This is where I'm at. I'm going to need some space right now. Love you no matter what, whatever that looks like. And sometimes we don't need to say anything, and we just organically need to have distance from that. Now, there's also negative people that aren't in our world, negative people on the internet, negative people that might just run, come into your job and do whatever. And there's also ways to have boundaries or call people out on it without being rude. So like, wow, what did you mean by that? Or, oh, wow, seems like you're having a really tough day. There are certain things you can say to make them reflect on their words and their actions and their behaviors. Or you can just remove yourself from that situation or see if they can be removed from that situation. But guys, we're gonna have negative people, especially for me, as an influencer, a speaker, store owner, whatever, people have something to say. They have something to say about your appearance. They have something to say about your kids, something to say about your decisions, something to say about what you sell. It doesn't matter. People have things to say, and you just have to learn, I think, especially when it comes to the internet, dealing with negative people or haters, you can do the same thing. I think you need to ban and block people. That's what that button is there for. You need to use it. I think that you can delete comments. You don't need to respond. That's the worst thing you could do, because where is that conversation going to go? So I think silence is golden when you're dealing with trolls, negative people, haters, and sometimes let it fuel you. Like, this is just confirmation of why I'm doing what I'm doing. This is just giving me more passion for my purpose and for my cause. And again, go back around, don't take it personal. Everybody has different things going on, and some people are not in a place to communicate that they're hurting, that they're lonely, that they need help, that they need support. And so make sure that we're those people, that we can communicate that we're not gonna walk in negativity, we're not gonna walk in pity, we're not gonna walk around and hold things against people that are not in a healthy place. So that's my tips on dealing with negative people. Tell me in the comments, how do you deal with negative people? Okay guys, have a good day.